We were asked to differentiate such a function. The denominator is only one term. We will split the fraction into two fractions, the square root of x over x squared, and so on and so forth. Simplify fully. And after we are done simplifying, we are going to differentiate. Bring down -3/2, subtract 1 from the power, and we always remember that the derivative of 1 over x prime is -1 over x squared. This should be carved in stone by now. The same thing here. We are differentiating. That's a simple situation. We are plugging in 0. We get 3e to 0, which is 1. So 2 plus 1 is 3. Y minus y1 equals the slope times x minus x1. X1 is 0. Y1 is 2. We get 3x, and we add 2. This is a function. We are asked to differentiate it. We bring down the power. We multiply. We get this number, and we subtract 1 from the power. 0.842 minus 1 is this. We are asked to plug in 100. We got this. This is the measurement unit. This is crucial. The measurement unit is composed for every rate of change. It's composed by two different pieces. The numerator is the measurement unit for the function. The denominator is the measurement unit for the independent variable. So when the area is 100 meters squared, the rate of change or instantaneous rate of change of the number of tree species increases by this number per square meter. Then we are asked to use the product rule for this. I differentiate the first function, x plus 2 over 2 the square root of x, multiplied by the second function plus the first function times the second function prime. The only thing I can do here is just factor out e to the x. Everything else is there. I differentiate a ratio. I have to use the quotient rule. The top function prime, which is 12u minus 5, times the denominator minus the top function times the denominator prime, which is 1, divided by the denominator squared, of course. So next, I will distribute, combine like terms, and get that. Next step, we were given a function. We're asked to evaluate it at 4. And we were given all these numbers in the problem. First, I have to find h prime. Top function prime times the denominator minus the top times the denominator prime over the denominator squared. And after I'm done with that, I select all the values given, and I get this. Same question here, just find the derivative. The same thing, 2x times the function in the denominator minus this top function times the denominator prime over the denominator squared. Same thing here, top function prime times the denominator minus the top times the denominator prime. And I just distributed when I multiplied cosine, and then when you multiply cosine by sine over cosine, you get just sine. And then this one. You can further simplify it, but it's not going to go too far. So we're asked to find the value of the second derivative at pi over 4. So I have to find the first derivative. Secant prime is secant tangent. But now when I find the second derivative, I have to use the product rule. Secant prime is secant tangent times tangent will be tangent squared plus secant times tangent prime, which is secant squared. So this becomes secant tangent squared and then plus secant cubed. And I plugged in pi over 4. This is 1 over cosine, and cosine was 1 over the square root of 2. When I flip, is the square root of 2. And this is 1. Tangent squared, or tangent of pi over 4 is 1. Squared is still 1. And this is the same number but raised to the third power. When I raise the square root of 2 to the third power, I get 2 to the square root of 2. An apple plus an apple is 3 apples. 3 to the square root of 2. Thank you.